photo or video of your happy moment in a First Choice Haircut or salon and hashtag it with FC Happy for a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. Visit fchappy.com to learn more.
We're here looking at some players that may or may not be available. So, you know, a couple players on both teams here. So I'm sure Halifax Mooseheads fans hope that they won't be available. But we're just doing our due diligence out, seeing a bunch of games, and sort of assess the guys that may be available. And as they become available, they come in. Right now we've got about 6 or 7 players that will start on Saturday in Toronto. We're going to have a 1-week sort of, you can't even really call it a training camp because we've got 1 goalie and 6 players at this point. So we'll get in and do some skills and drills, get the guys back in shape, you know, work on a couple aspects of your structure that as much as you can do with a small group. Be more about getting the guys back into shape that haven't played for a week or so, 2 weeks. And then as the first round ends, we'll add a few. We'll fly over to Frankfurt and then into Vienna and then up to Bratislava on the 6th. We'll arrive there. We'll have about 2 or 3 days of practice, the 2 exhibition games. A few more players will arrive, and then there's a 4-game round robin seeding pool, and then you have quarters, semis, and finals. So it's quite a bit different animal than the Ivan Halinka that I've done the last 2 summers. I think the key is going to be sort of walk water off a duck's back. Lots of stuff's going to happen. You count on a player, he doesn't show up. Guys coming in the last minute, I think it's going to need to be a real read and react. You know, don't get too worried. But you have to, basically got to be flexible, I'd say, as this thing goes along, and read and react from a coaching standpoint will certainly be key in getting these guys re-motivated for a new challenge quickly. You know, because everybody that's there is disappointed. The guys we have now didn't make the playoffs. The guys we're going to get right away lost in the first round, and we might get a couple that lose in the second round.
How late can you wait? At what point do you have your set lineup?
It would be difficult from if the second round went to 5th, 6th, 7th games. If anybody's out in 5 in the second round, that's sort of the cutoff. So if somebody was available and the second round went to game 6, game 7, now it's getting, is it worth bringing the guy over? There's basically no time to recover, get used to the time change, all that stuff. So it's pretty much game 5 of the second round is the furthest you want to go.
Ryan Jankowski at your side, he's the director of player personnel. How much input do you have in that final roster?
Well, not a lot. Those guys do a good job. I mean, they're out all winter scouting, you know, for all the different age groups, World Juniors, under 18s, under 17s, all that stuff. So he knows the players inside and out. I suppose if, you know, we were watching a player tonight and we said, no way, you know, he'd take that in consideration. But at the end of the day, you know, these guys know the players inside and out. They bring them in. And especially for this, it's so much different than the Halinka, where we get the 40 best kids in Canada. You've got a 3-day little round robin, black-white, you know, inter squad games. Pick the best 20, and then you go over. That's where the coaches have a lot of say. But this is sort of, you know, he's got the guys that are available. They come in as they're available. We commit to them right away. They're on the team, and then you got to coach them up quick and get them going.